Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Good morning, everybody, and let's start the timer, and let's turn down Led Zeppelin just a little bit. So when the levee breaks, you heard the warning siren, so this is Black Hat commentary, and things are getting crazy. If you live in a Democrat-run city, you ought to think about moving out, seriously. The mayor of LA, I heard this yesterday, Friday, on the news, has decided that if people gather in homes in violation of the number restrictions, people have been ordered to shut off water and electricity. Can you imagine doing that? That is how they will force compliance. And I guarantee you there are all kinds of other authoritarians out there. They're watching. And they want to see how this plays out. Because if it plays out good, there'll be more doing the same. And this is unbelievable that this is where it's gotten. So I hope there's a great awakening. 2020 needs to become the great awakening of the real authoritarians are almost always on the left. Can they be on the right? Absolutely, but very few are these days. And there is an abundance on the left. I don't think I ever want to live in a big urban area again, since they're arbitrary. They're completely arbitrary. There is no real sense of law in some of these left-run cities. I like to call them Democrats because they are Democrats, but they're probably excessive on the Democratic side. They're more lefties in Democratic clothing. I don't want to say they're the same. There are liberal Democrats you might be able to reason with, but there are many lefty Democrats whom you can't reason with. And that's frightening. That's a bad reality. Here's how arbitrary they are. They will not enforce the law when it comes to, quote, peaceful protests that become violent mob action. They won't send in the police. They won't send in firefighters. They will just let it happen. But you and your friends gather to do something, and guess who shows up? The water department, or they shut the electricity off. That's crazy. Utterly insane. I cannot believe the mayor of LA is trying that and threatening to do it. I hope there is massive backlash. 2020 needs to be the year of massive backlash. We are tired of all this crap on the left. And they'll do it all the time. This is the test case. Maybe this is the test for the next decade to see what's going to happen. Well, I'm not in favor of it at all. I'm glad I'm in the country. I'm glad I don't have to put up with this garbage. It is crazy. And, you know, the irony of it is that liberals, who are related to the left, not the same, have been complaining for years that there was going to be authoritarian, am I saying that word right? Authoritarian people on the right. And no, you know where all the people with crazy authority are cohabitating right now? On the left. They have passed up liberal politics, and they've gone to hardcore leftism. You want to defund something? Defund higher education. Defund that. That has done more harm to the American fabric than police. Higher education has turned many people into poor citizens, and we can use less of that. We don't need more of it. So it's unbelievable. I was not surprised but shocked that I heard that yesterday in the news, and I wonder how many more will follow suit. I mean, they already do that in St. Louis, where you can have the McCloskey's home raided for guns, and other people are set free from prison because they're not going to be held because they're on the right side of the political ideology. So it's insane, my friends. Anyway, have a great Saturday, and thank you all for listening to Hey Padre podcast and the Black Hat Commentary. Have a good day, friends.